we talked about getting a cart, and I was going to get a cart, and then I'm standing there, and, you know, I'm already on the sideline at that point. The tunnel's right there. I just wanted to get off the field, get out of there. I didn't know what was going on with my ankle, and I felt like I could get off. And I was like, hey, you're good. Just don't bring it out. I'm going in. And then once I got in there, I'm like, this is a pretty long walk, you know. But I was already there, and they asked again if I wanted a cart. I'm like, no, we're going to make it the whole way there. I didn't know there was cameras in the tunnel, you know, so that's kind of – they're everywhere. Exactly. So,
yeah.
But no, it's of course we have carts and we have everything we need. And I was the one that didn't choose to take one, you know. So you guys put that on me. Maybe that was dumb. Maybe I should have taken one, whatever. But it's nothing to do with us not having a cart available. I don't think that would happen in the National Football League, especially here with the crew that we have.
Mike, I'm just going to say this. Mike, I'm just going to tell you this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is one thing. With most organizations, this is not a story. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, I just want to point out to you, because it freaks me out still. The player survey, NFLPA player survey last year, and they're going around talking about different teams. Do you understand? I just want you to remember, Jacksonville Jaguars had rats in the locker room for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, they had rats. Okay, now I know what happens. You know, construction. You live in the city. You know, things happen. Sometimes you might see a rat. Day 1, day 2, day 3. You might see a rat. After a while, okay, you come to work. You see a rat for 6 weeks, Mike.
6 weeks.
They had rats, and they couldn't get rid of them. Can you imagine? It's amazing they made the playoffs last year. I want Doug Peterson to be Coach of the Year for the next 3 years. And I want all those players to get bonuses because they went to work with rats for a month and a half.
And you're not talking about snitches. You're talking about actual. You're talking about like that's what you're talking about. Like you're not talking about somebody snitching on the players or whatever. You're talking about the ones that eat cheese and leave holes in them.
Do it one more time. One more time.
Not little mice, because mice are different than rats.
Right. Oh, rats,
yeah, different. Rats are the ones you see in the New York subway stations that look like cats. They look like squirrels. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You're like, what was that? What was
Even
that?
though New York's cleaned up their rats, they got a rat czar now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Doug Peterson should bench him because he's hurting now, and they don't have bench him because he's got a high ankle sprain.
Some say he can't read defenses. Some
he can't read defenses. The hair gets in the way. I don't know. Look, here's the thing, Mike. Let me ask you a question. So you're talented, you're great, you come to work, you show up, you're dedicated. But if you're sick, what does your employer do? Even if you want to go to work, what does your employer do? If you got a good employer, what do they do?
Stay home. Stay home.
Stay home. Take care of yourself. That's what a good employer does.
Yeah,
I don't care what he said. That is your franchise quarterback. Bro, you better sit your ass on this grass right here until this car comes here. Do we need to heliport you? I mean, whatever we need to do, we got to get people out of the stands to bring you and carry you above their heads to get you to the locker room. You're not walking on his ankle right now. So even though he's trying to say, hey, the organization, I wanted to do this, sometimes you got to protect the player from himself, and they didn't do that. So hopefully he gets back on the field because I don't think he's ever missed a game in his career.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy, but it's not about toughness. This is about, hey, look, hey, Trevor, even if you have to talk him into it, we're not sure what it is. You got to lie to him. We're not sure what it is. It's very serious. Walking on it might add 3 more weeks to this. So let's just sit. Let's get you on this. Let's get you on the cart. But
we got a couple of rats. We got a couple of rats. You can just ride on their back.
Let the rats carry him. Yeah, so let the rats carry him. Like a whole fleet of rats. Just carry him to the locker room. And they didn't even think of it. It didn't even occur to them. There should have been a great scene of him doing like this. No, waving the cart away, but the cart never arrived, which is mind-blowing. Anyway, hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.